What is up? RTF Records coming at you with another one. It's been a little while. I do apologize. Life's been crazy. I've picked up a few records over the last few weeks. Nothing like really worth showing to make like a whole video out of at least. But I'm excited to get going with another video. So if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. I would much appreciate it. So there's been a thing going around recently on a bunch of channels. People making videos like 5 records that I want to sell, or that like mean the most to me. And so I have a few. I don't really have a chunk of records that I want to sell under any circumstance. And so instead I can do whatever I want because I have freedom. So instead I'm gonna do 10 records that probably I would say mean the most to me in my collection. But yeah, with that, let's get going. First record, I showed this on the channel a couple videos ago, I believe. It's this one right here, Dada. I still haven't figured it out if it's Dada or Dada. I think I said in the video it was a band. It was like some Greek band. I believe they're actually from the UK, so I don't know why I thought that. Really killer, I would say prog rock. But there's also like tons of instruments on this. Like I know there's some flute on it at one point, and it's just like so good. So definitely worth checking out. I don't think it's on streaming services. It might be on YouTube. You can check it out. But I've had this on repeat for quite a while now. Next one up, I've also showed this one on the channel before, I believe in my first video. Come On Everybody by Elvis. Isn't one of my like favorite albums. It's just really significant to me. This was one of the first records I ever got. I got from my dad. And one of the tracks on here, I'm Not the Marrying Kind, was like my favorite song, like sophomore year of high school. And so, yeah, it's a really cool one. It means a lot to me. And again, like it's not this album that I want to give up. It's just like this specific record would be tough just because of the significance. Next one up, Black Sabbath, self-titled. 1970 US first pressed on this green label. Probably my favorite Sabbath record. Also, it's just cool to have that first press. I got this from a local record store. I think in the last year. I'm not 100% sure. But it was $25, and I knew it was a first press, so I was kind of confused why it was so cheap. And so I asked him, and he's like, yeah, you know, it's pretty noisy, some service noise. And so he cleaned it and put it on, and sure enough, he played like 20 seconds, and it was pretty noisy. But I took it home anyways. I talked him down to 20 because of the noise. So I paid 20 for this. Got home, listened to it, and straight up, like the first 20 seconds are pretty noisy, and then from there, it's just like dead quiet the rest of the record. So steal, good win on this one. Probably be hard for me to give up just because it's just a great record, but also it's a US first press, which is cool. Next up, Alice in Chains Unplugged. This is a reissue from a couple years ago, I think, on this Red Wax. I made a video about this on my Instagram, which you should follow if you haven't already. RTF Records 25, I think it is. Yeah, it's so good. I'm a big Alice in Chains guy, and I love their Unplugged album. I got this from another local record store a while ago. The owner bought 2 copies, kept one for himself, and hid one on the shelves, and I found it. So, a pretty reasonable price too. I listen to this all the time. Definitely one of the records I listen to the most, which is probably the reason I wouldn't give it up. Nothing super significant. Like you can buy this other places for around the same price. You know, it's just like I listen to this a lot, and it'd be hard to give up. So next up, I think I showed this in my last video. Which Lazy Bones. I've had this for like a month now, maybe a little more, and this is probably already one of the most listened to records in my collection. I've had this on repeat. It's just so good. If you don't know what this is, it's a Zamrock record. It's like psych rock mixed with like prog and yet like funk and like all these different genres like mashed into one record. It's like if like James Brown, Led Zeppelin, and like a couple other people all had a baby born in Zambia. It'd be this. And so it's super killer stuff. This is reissue. It's not an original. If it was an original, I would never sell this under any circumstance, but because it's a reissue, you know. But yeah, killer record. Next up, this is Limbo by Lord Jason and his Limbo Gang. This is incredible. I've never heard of anyone else talk about this. I've only seen it this one time when I bought it. It was, I want to say like $2 at a bookstore, and it looked intriguing, so I bought it. It's like, it's kind of like reggae vibes, but it's also mixed with like psych rock, and like it kind of gives off Zamrock vibes. So cool. It's like, I mean, it's just like fun music in the beginning, and the more you listen to it, the more psyche it gets. It's incredible. It's on this really cool label. I don't know what it is really. Incredible. I don't think you can listen to it anywhere. If you can, let me know, and go check it out. But it's a good one. Next one, I've also showed this on the channel before. This is probably one of the most influential albums in my life, and I included it in here because of that, not because of like the record itself. But yeah, I mean, if you don't know what this is, it's this rapper who's known for his like underground SoundCloud rap. But then he got with a team. I know he worked with like Mac DeMarco on a song, and he put out this just incredible like soul psyche rock masterpiece, and that's what this is. And so again, nothing significant about this record. It's just like the album itself has meant so much to me, so it'd be hard to get rid of. Next one, Fleetwood Mac, also sometimes known as Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. I want to say this is like their first album ever released. I didn't know what this was before I bought it. Like, I knew Fleetwood Mac, of course, but I've never heard this album before I bought it. And it was a couple bucks. It was kind of beat up, but the wax itself is in incredible condition. It's a U.S. first press. Part of the reason I love this is it's totally different than like the Rumors that we know. It's this like awesome late 60s just blues masterpiece. And there's also like different takes on here. So it's like my favorite song on this, Merry Go Round. There's like 2 takes on it. It's like take 1 and take 2, and they sound a little bit different, but it's just cool to hear like the process of them making it. So that'd be hard to get rid of for sure. Oh yeah, this album, if you don't know what this is, in the court of the Crimson King, King Crimson, a lot of people say it's the best prog album ever released. Probably would agree with that. Incredible. This is the first and only copy I've ever owned of this, and this is a reissue from like the 80s. If I ever found an original, I'd buy it, but I'd still probably keep this one just because it was the first one I got. It also sounds really good. I haven't heard other versions of it. I would say it still sounds good. Last and certainly not least, Led Zeppelin 1. This was my introduction into Led Zeppelin. I knew they were like good, but I've never really listened to them, and I told myself I would only listen to them when I bought their record for the first time, and so I waited until I bought this, and then when I listened to it for the first time, it just blew my mind. And so now I have almost their whole collection on vinyl, their whole discography, almost. But again, nothing about the album. It's just like same thing with the last one. If I were to find a original of this, I would buy it, but I'd still keep this one just because it was the first. This was my introduction record to Led Zeppelin. Okay, now I'm gonna run through some stuff I've been listening to a lot. All right, first up, we got Screams. I want to say this was 1979 this was released. It's a cool, like, hyper... It's just that cool, like, 80s pop, but there's also, like, some more rock side of it. It's super fun. I love the lyricism, actually. It's really cool. I also love, like, inner sleeves that have lyrics on them, because I will read them through. And, it, like, the music, you can just connect to the music so much more when they have it, and this has that. And so, I found it, didn't know what it was, picked it up. That's what you gotta do. Those blind buys, they get you. Super good. Really, really good. Just check it out. I think they're on YouTube. You can stream at least a couple of the songs on YouTube. It's worth checking out. Next up, Misfits. This is one of their, first compilation, I think. I got introduced to Misfits by Horror Business, was like the first song I ever heard, and it's on this one, which is like half the reason I bought this record, just because of Horror Business. There's some really good songs on it, especially around Halloween. Just a good Halloween. That good, like, 80s, like, thrash. I know this isn't thrash, but, like, thrash, punk stuff is just, like, classic to go to for Halloween. So, this is a reissue from, like, 10 years ago or something, I think. I don't know. This was quite the find. I found this discounted sealed for like $5 at a bookstore. So good. Brian May, if you don't know who he is, he was, I believe, like the lead guitarist for Queen for a while. And then he put out like 2 solo albums in the 90s. Hopefully I'm not wrong about all this. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, but this is so good. It's like a 90s like hard rock record. It's incredible. Finally, Bleach. Been coming back to. I have this on CD, which is like primarily what I've been listening to it on. Driving back and forth from places, but such a good album. Like by far, subjectively by far the best Nirvana album in my opinion. Super good stuff. If anyone just has a copy of this, like an extra one laying around they want to send to me, I'm not gonna argue. It has a pretty bad edge warp, so I can't listen to the first like 2 tracks on both sides. So I need a new one, but so I haven't found one yet, and I don't like buying online, but I'll take some free Nirvana records. Just throwing it out there because you never know. That concludes the video. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.